Right then, you ever get the feeling the game is rigged? Not just the fruit machine in the corner, I mean the big game, the whole cosmic shebang. You spend your whole life trying to play by the rules. You queue up, you pay your taxes, you wait for the kettle to boil, you accept that there are certain laws you just can't break. And the biggest one, the one they're always so proud of, is the universal speed limit. Nothing is faster than the speed of light, they say. It's the law, no exceptions. It's why we have to wait for everything. It's why the universe is so vast and lonely. And you accept it. You have to. But what if I told you the universe is a hypocrite? What if I told you that while it's forcing us to crawl along its cosmic motorways at a snail's pace, it has a secret, members-only teleporter for its favourite little particles? A cheat code. An instantaneous, faster-than-light messaging service that it uses to whisper secrets to itself across the vast empty darkness. It's a phenomenon so bizarre, so contrary to all common sense, that the smartest man of the last century just threw his hands up and called it spooky. It's called quantum entanglement, and it's proof that the universe is not only a liar, but it's running a cosmic old boys' club, and you and I are not invited. Now, any sane person, any bloke who's ever had to wait for a text message to deliver, understands how information travels. It takes time. It's a fundamental, non-negotiable part of a sober reality. If I want another pint, I have to catch the barman's eye. The light from my desperate face has to travel to him. Then the sound of my order has to travel back. There is a delay. There is a process. Think of it like gossip spreading through this pub. I tell Barry here a juicy rumour about the landlord. Barry has to finish his pint, waddle over to Susan in the corner, and tell her. Susan then has to text her mate who's on his way. The rumour spreads, but it has to travel from person to person. It's not instantaneous. The information has a physical journey to make. The universe at our scale works like a village of gossips. News has to be carried. Or think about it like this. You drop a stone in a pond. The ripples spread out from where the stone hits. They travel across the water. A little toy boat on the other side of the pond won't start bobbing until the ripples physically get there. The effect, the bobbing boat, cannot happen before the cause. The ripple has had time to travel across the space between them. This is the bedrock of sanity. It's the most basic, fundamental rule of a universe that isn't having a complete mental breakdown. The postman has to walk to the door to deliver the letter. The football has to fly through the air to hit the back of the net. Cause, effect, with a respectable, law-abiding delay in between. And nobody on this earth was a bigger fan of this sensible, orderly state of affairs than Albert Einstein. He was the one who carved the speed limit into the stone tablets of physics. For him, the speed of light wasn't just a limit, it was a sacred law. It was the wall that separated sense from nonsense, the celestial bouncer that kept paradoxes and other temporal riffraff out of the pub of reality. He built his whole life's work, his beautiful theories of relativity, on this one glorious, unbreakable rule. Nothing, absolutely nothing, can travel faster than light. It was a matter of cosmic sanity. If something could travel faster than light, you could send a message back in time. You could place a bet on a horse after the race is finished. You could tell your younger self not to get that terrible haircut. You could tell your granddad not to meet your nan, and in a puff of paradoxical smoke, you'd cease to exist. Einstein understood this. The speed limit was a safety feature. It was the universe's way of protecting itself from the kind of temporal shenanigans that would give you a migraine. He championed this idea, the principle that an action here can only cause a reaction over there after a signal has had time to travel between the 2 points. This beautiful common sense idea is called the principle of locality. He and a couple of his clever mates even wrote a famous paper, the EPR paradox, which was basically a formal letter of complaint to the universe, saying, "Look, your new quantum theory is a mess. It's allowing for this spooky long-distance nonsense, and that would mean reality is not local." And that, my friend, is completely bonkers. It was Einstein, the champion of an orderly cosmos, drawing a line in the sand against the forces of quantum chaos. He was convinced the universe would be on his side. He was wrong. But then you get to the quantum world, the subatomic world, and that's not the main pub, with its sensible rules and its reliable physics. Oh no. The quantum world is the weird, dark, sticky-floored backroom of the universe, where the laws of physics go to get drunk and start a fight. Down there, at the level of electrons and photons, reality stops behaving itself, and in this weird backroom, the universe cooked up its most blatant cheat, entanglement. Here's the gist. You can have two tiny particles, let's say two electrons, that are created at the same time and in the same place, and they can become linked, entangled. They become a single system, a single entity, even though they are two separate things. They're like cosmic twins who are psychically linked for eternity. Now, these particles have properties. One of them is called spin. For the sake of simplicity, just imagine it's like a tiny coin toss. An electron's spin can be either up or down. But in the quantum world, until you actually look at it, it's neither. It's in a weird, ghostly state of being both at the same time. A quantum superposition. It only decides whether it's up or down the very instant you measure it. It's a fundamentally shy, indecisive little git. But here's the spooky bit. If you have two entangled electrons, their spins are always linked. They're always opposite. If one is up, the other must be down. That's the deal they made when they were born. So what happens if you separate them? You keep one here in the pub, and you send the other one to your mate on the other side of the galaxy, a billion light years away. They are still entangled. They are still, in some spooky quantum sense, the same object. Then you measure your electron, you look at it, and you force it to make a decision. Its spin is up. The very instant you do that, not a second later, not a millisecond later, but the exact infinitesimal, instantaneous moment, you know with 100% certainty that your mate's electron, a billion light years away, has just decided to have a spin of down. Think about what that means. A measurement here has had an instantaneous effect over there. The state of your electron here has defined the state of its twin over there, across a distance that light would take a billion years to cross. Information has been revealed to you faster than light. In fact, infinitely faster. It's not travelling, it's just known. There was no torch flash across the lake, there was no ripple in the pond. The universe just reached across a billion light years and flipped the other coin. Einstein hated it. He called it spooky action at a distance. He was sure there must be some hidden instructions, some secret memo the particles were carrying with them all along, but he was wrong. They've done the experiments. They've proved it beyond a shadow of a doubt. The universe really is just that spooky, and here's the drunken clarity of it all. Here's the bit that really grinds my gears. The universe has this secret, instantaneous communication system, but it's put a firewall on it. We can't actually use it to send a message, and that makes the whole thing even more insulting. You see, you can't control the outcome of your measurement. You can't decide to make your electrons spin up just to send a 1 to your alien mate. The result of your measurement is completely random. You might get up, you might get down. It's only after you get your random result that you instantly know your mate got the opposite random result. To confirm this, your mate would still have to call you on the regular, slow, light-speed telephone and say, "Yep, just checked, mine was down," so you can't use it to cheat on the horses. You can't use it to have a faster-than-light conversation. It's the ultimate cosmic tease. The universe has a cheat code, a faster-than-light connection, but it's made it read-only. It's like being able to see a live feed of the lottery numbers being drawn, but the phone lines are down so you can't place a bet. It's a system designed for the universe to talk to itself, not for us to talk to each other. We're not just outside the members club, we're the poor sods with our faces pressed against the window, watching them have their secret party. It's one rule for them, and another for us. So there you have it. The universe is a hypocrite. It preaches the gospel of the speed of light while practicing the dark art of spooky action at a distance. It's like a politician telling everyone to save water while filling up his own swimming pool. It's a blatant, in-your-face display of cosmic favoritism. It leaves you feeling small and out of the loop, like there are conversations happening all around you on a level you can't perceive instantly across the vastness of space. The universe is whispering secrets to itself from one end of the galaxy to the other, and we're left here in the noisy pub just trying to get a clear signal on our phones. We're living in the slow lane, while the real action is happening on a private, encrypted network that we can never ever join. Who cares? It's not like they were gonna text me anyway. There's some secrets a man's not meant to know. The bar's closing soon. Time to go.